Hey guys, it's Brisk here today, and I'm here with.
Mike, hey, what's up, guys?
Yep, so we're gonna be discussing about the new release of the Beyblade Burst, and it's pretty exciting to be honest. And we basically have a new Beylogger. We also have new Beys as well, and that is pretty awesome. And yeah, so I am gonna probably. Are you gonna screen share or no?
Nope, you got this.
Yeah. Alright, so wait a minute. Um. So basically, so like we have the new Beylogger. It's called the Beylogger Plus. But first, we can talk about God Valkyrie. Alright, Mike, can you see the screen?
Yep.
Right. So this is the God Valkyrie from the entry stat, and I think this is actually pretty cool. And the entry stat also includes um just give me a second. It also includes a red launcher with a red like white translucent grip. And I think that's the recolor of God Valkyrie. I'm not very sure. But yeah, so what do you think?
I would say that would be a pretty smart move to actually throw in God Valkyrie to maybe give it another easy way to get this new release of the third generation of Valkyrie. In my opinion, it's probably all around a good set, but we don't know how the bays perform yet because this is the new God system, which I think is really, really interesting, in my opinion, that they're already out with these new Beyblades. Like, we're 4 days away from the release of God
Yeah,
Valkyrie.
that's true. That's true. And I am absolutely like loving God Valkyrie. It looks pretty amazing. I love it. So yeah, that is really cool.
All
And
right.
what the pictures? We also have like other pictures from the side of the box, probably. So
Mhm.
yeah. So and I love the red. It's amazing.
Yeah,
And
I like how they went from like the very first Valkyrie had like it was just all blue with like minor red accents to it. Now the
yeah,
V2 was like the same thing, but with like a little bit more color to it. Now V3 is just exploding with color, which is really
yeah.
nice in my opinion.
Yeah, like the red is basically contrasting the blue, so it's a great, choice for color.
Hmm, hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So up next we should be talking about the Beylogger maybe. It's called the Beylogger
Sure.
Plus, and I believe we have a couple of pictures here, right here. So I think it's okay, but I am not comfortable with the fact that it connected to the 3D DS mainly because I don't have one. So what do you think? Like, what's your thought?
I personally really don't like this logger. It looks too big, too bulky, and it looks like there's too much going on. Um, yeah, it looks like a big eyesore to me. I don't like that blue button. It does not look interesting at all. It just looks too big and clunky. And
Small, but
no, it just looks too big and clunky to me. I don't know, because like if you look at the logger insert itself, it looks smaller than the rest of the logger. And the logger insert on the first Beylogger was actually pretty big. It took up most of it. So this Beylogger is going to be even bigger by the looks of it.
yeah, that's true. And not only that, it's also cordless, so I think that's actually a pretty good addition as well. And it will probably connect via Bluetooth, which is actually pretty good. But I hope it's still compatible with the app on the phone, cause not all of us have a 3D DS. So yeah,
Correct.
but I think it's pretty cool to me, and
Hmm.
yeah, I hope it's not only compatible with the Japanese 3DS. That's also another thing that I'm thinking about, cause there's obviously a lot of people who have a 3DS. So I'm wondering if they're also gonna have the app with the 3DS, cause or maybe it's for the game. Who knows? It could be for Baby Bliss game.
Hmm. True,
Yeah,
true.
yeah. So
Should we get
oh,
into V3 or what else?
Yeah, and also before we say anything, V2K Act is going. He wants to join the podcast. Is that okay or no?
Um, it's definitely up to him, like if he wants to, but I guess we can add him if he's up for it.
Yeah. All right. All right. So let's add. Give me a second. Oh, just give me a second.
Also, guys, if you're wondering if you want to join this podcast like stream, you can just go ahead, message us before we start it, and we'll definitely, let you join. But you have to know the releases and you have to know what's actually going on and give credit to sources. So, yeah.
Actually, give me a second. I am actually gonna copy the I'm gonna copy the stream so everybody can paste it and they can go to the chat. So, oh god,
Did you see what
I
Wait
thought,
One Con said?
oh my god.
Dude, this guy's my hero right here. Wait One Con. Everyone go subscribe to him. He I don't know, I've been watching
Yeah,
his channel
definitely.
for a lot of years, so yeah.
So yeah, definitely agree. Right. So, alright, so guys, if you want to join the chat, the video chat, basically, I'm gonna be sending a link, and yes, I do believe the podcast does work in mobile. You just have to have a Google Plus account. Um, and I think we have to add each other. I'm not really sure.
You have to. But
Yeah, that's the problem.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's a problem as well. But lead Leviathan.
Brisky noticed me, senpai. All right, that's interesting. All right. Good job, guys. Good job. All right.
Oh my god.
We're gonna try to get back to the news so we can actually get this in, so we can tell you guys what's actually happening. So, Brisky, do you
Yeah,
have the
of course.
picture of V3 on the screen?
Yeah, let me screenshot for a second. Wait,
Yeah,
so can you see anything? Oop. Okay, so what do
yeah.
you wanna know?
It's the one with Christ, Satan, and that new Ragnarok
Oh yeah,
showing the two proto launchers. Took a
that is
screenshot of
a
it.
big thing. Alright, so we have this is one of the pictures of Christ Satan, and yeah, so that looks absolutely sick. It looks awesome.
Yeah, the Bay.
And we also have more pictures.
Oh, we thought it was gonna be the new Legend Spriggan. No, it's actually Christ Satan. So basically,
Exactly.
everyone was wrong about that release. So yeah, Spriggan's gonna stick to
Yeah, of
its
course,
normal
of course.
design.
Alright, so we have a more clear picture of Christ Satan that looks amazing. I love it. It's just the color theme of it, beautiful. Blue matches so well with purple and black. That looks amazing.
Hmm.
And not only to mention, the light launchers look completely different, and it's actually smaller, which I kind of like for some reason. So
Well, for people with like more bigger hands, it's kind of hard to grip them. I know that I have the Proto Launcher and I absolutely hate it and I don't like it and it doesn't look that good, but hopefully these new like supports that are on it actually might help. But regardless, if you buy these new starters, you're definitely gonna get these launchers, so I guess it's about time we get used to them.
oh yeah, of course, it's the portal launcher. Sorry guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so also for adding people, I'm gonna add people right after we talk about the news, if that's okay with you guys. Cause right now we just kind of want to go over the news first. So we'll add you guys. Make sure you guys add us as friends on Google Plus, please. So just make sure. So yeah. So other than that, I think Flight Stadium is actually pretty cool. I really hope it's competitive worthy. And yeah, so
All right,
yeah.
so moving on to Victory. No, not Victory. Why do I keep saying that? God Valkyrie, right?
Yeah, Golvaki. Give me a
All
second. I
right.
actually don't have a picture. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
put him in the
Um.
chat, so you should definitely have him.
Okay. So here. Alright. So we have a picture of God Valkyrie.
Now, there's a lot to discuss about God Valkyrie because it has a bunch of mode changes among the layer and the driver. If you guys don't know, there is a new system to Beyblade called the God System, and basically these new Beyblades have a FACEBOLT like thing to them. You can interchange them and actually have a metal face for burst.
Exactly. And for that, it doesn't have a metal face with it right now, but it's called the Metal God ship. I hope that this is interchangeable with other bait other than God Valkyrie. That's what I'm interested,
Hmm.
and I think this is for me the most interesting like release ever because obviously we all love metal faces. So and this is the big step into the meta game.
True.
Unless if it makes it heavier, it could burst more. So that might be a problem. We don't know yet,
Well,
but
that's why
who
the
knows?
metal face is directly in the center. And the one thing that really sucks about this is that they aren't compatible with the previous Beyblades, which is kind of a letdown in my opinion, but maybe there might be a more interesting gimmick to these new Beyblades. They might be more heavy duty, they might weigh more, they might weigh less. We already know that God Valkyrie is probably going to be heavier than the previous two Valkyries, mainly because of how much components are thrown into this thing, and that there's the God ship, there's the triple layer, which I think is called the God layer system. Um,
Yeah, of
the
course.
new dual disc, it can actually come into two pieces, which is really interesting, but we don't know if it
Oh yeah,
will
definitely.
interchange with the other Beyblades because Christ Satan and the new Ragnarok actually have this same system where their discs can come apart. But we don't know yet if they're interchangeable with the other discs, which is kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it's really not because it's Beyblade. You're not just gonna not want these new exclusive bays, so pretty
Yeah,
happy nonetheless.
that's true. And also the birthday come in 5 pieces. I don't know if you mentioned that because I'm deaf as hell.
No, no, I didn't.
But
Well, five individual
yeah.
pieces, but like the layer is all kind of just one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And to mention the 5 pieces, instead of three, it's gonna be five, I believe, because of a
Hmm.
disc. I think it comes in two parts as well as a chip on top. And that's pretty much it. That's one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, so that's really cool. And we also might be seeing more modes changes and drivers
Hmm.
of the new birthdays. So I think that would be an amazing way. I just feel like births might be getting like even more complicated from now on. So,
Well, can you
oof.
show the image that I put in the chat of God Valkyrie, how it's showing the mode changes and then the new driver?
Yeah, of course. Just give me a second.
Because this little update that we have here is very interesting. It's very big, and on top of everything, it's just so impressive that Takara just keeps one-upping their past designs.
Oh,
Um,
very true, very true. Like I'm really excited about what everything they're gonna plan for, especially for the
mhm.
future baby birds, and it's really cool. So
All right, so I do want to get
yeah.
into the picture of the driver and the layers being switched. Do you have that on the screen?
I'm trying to find it right now.
I posted it in the
But
chat. You should have it actually.
wait.
Um,
Yeah,
I
I'm
put it
trying.
in Brisk. It's just up there. It's like the third to last image.
Wait, give me a second. Oh, wait, give me a second. Yeah, I think I see it. I'm not sure. Oh, I think I opened the tab.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, so I think that's it. Hopefully this is it.
Yeah, it
Wait,
should have two
I
images of God Valkyrie with like arrows surrounding him.
is it these or no? Oh, cool.
I think so. All right, but getting into the God Valkyrie release, we covered the layer, we covered the disc, but we didn't cover the driver. So the driver is the most interesting part, in my opinion, because the driver does not have rubber on it. It has a metal
Yeah,
flat tip. Now, we already know it has a spiked flat, which is a spiked hole flat, which is going to make a lot of friction around the stadium, and because of those spikes, it's going to cause a lot of noise. But the images down below, it shows two base stadiums where the God Valkyrie is spinning. Now it shows that there's one where it'll slow, very spin. Its spin will go very slow. Excuse me. and then it'll excel over time. And then there's one that shows it's rapid around the stadium. Now, what that means is that when it's in metal flat, it's not going to spin as fast because there's less friction, but also because there's less friction, there's going to be providing more stamina. Now, that is a positive because past Valkyrie releases have had poor stamina, but now we can see one have better stamina. But now with the spiked flat tip, we're going to see a excel in speed, and it's basically going to go rampant all over the base stadium. And I'm excited to see how this is because it's very interesting, and we haven't seen anything like this in Burst so far.
Yeah, and not only that, I think I found a picture for Bound Attack. This is the spring inside of a layer, so this will be a very interesting mode, especially seeing like different tactics and you know
Hmm.
different
Yeah, I think the bound attack is very
and
interesting.
yeah, and I'm gonna find other pictures as well. I think I found it here. The here reboot apparently down here.
Yeah,
So
reboot. That's really it's an interesting name, actually.
so wait, what is that? Is that for the wing of the layer or no? Does it
Mm.
move or anything like that?
Yeah, it does. It shifts back and forth. You can actually have a bigger wing pop out, or it can be merged in between the smaller wings.
Yeah.
So basically, it's almost
So
like the Blitz wheel, where you can have that barrage attack, or you can have that assault attack,
that is
but
amazing.
more
Wait, so you're telling
complicated.
me this is basically like a 4D version of Burst?
Yeah, basically.
That is
It's
wow.
basically Big Bang Pegasus mixed with Victory Valkyrie.
Oh my god. Damn. God damn.
But these new mode changes are very interesting and are very much so going to change the metagame. But if they don't, um, I'm quitting Beyblade for sure. Just kidding, guys. I couldn't quit Beyblade. It's been in my life for years.
Oh my god.
Anyways, yeah, Brisky, do you have anything else to say about the new God Valkyrie?
Um, I think it's absolutely amazing, and I know that some of you guys a thing in the chat that Takura told me had broke the metagame. Yes, we could see how they might break it, but we don't know yet. We don't have any information on the god ship or the 40s mode change or whatever. We still don't have our hand on it, but we should wait until they get released and let's see what happens. Who knows if adding more weight might change the metagame or it might improve it or, not improve it. But until we get our hand on them, we'll see
Mhm.
until then. So we actually don't have lot and lot information. But now I think we should be going to Black Trigger. So we should be seeing it because a lot of people are hyped in the chat. So
Yeah, Black Jigger is nothing special other than it's painted black, comes with a red disc, and comes with a black fusion driver. I was thinking that this new Dark Trigger was going to be like nothing we've seen before. Like maybe it was going to be like the burst releases with the clear plastic lying over it. But still good to see a Beyblade that's so reminiscent of the past plastic gen. Now this Beyblade actually really reminds me of Black Dronzer,
yeah.
but still doesn't bring that nostalgia that Dronzer would.
And I wonder what it. Oh yeah, this is the new driver that we're talking about. It's
Yep,
PD.
PD.
What is it called
I
again?
I think it's called Polished Defense, but with the new naming system, I could be very wrong. But we've seen in Metal Fight that came with the scope that there was a special tip that came with it called Polished Defense. Now, this is going to be just like that, I think, but I don't think it's going to be called Polished Defense. It might be called something along the lines of defense because we haven't seen a defense like driver like the ones in
Yeah.
Metal Fight.
Yeah, and not only that, it looks very similar to Evolve, so that's a pretty interesting change. So yeah, that looks really cool. I mean, I'm pretty excited for what all the releases they're gonna hold for us. But yeah, what are you mostly more excited about, Mike? Like, what are the releases that are
Oh,
you?
I'm hands down super excited for God Valkyrie. Um, I'm pretty big on main character Beyblades. Like my Dragoon Wing Extreme is about to be here in a week, and yeah, I just bought Dragoon Wing Extreme a couple of days ago, and I'm super excited to see it. But God Valkyrie is definitely, hands down, my new favorite bay because it just looks so insane. It looks there's so much going on, and a metal flat tip for Valkyrie. That's really interesting. Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, and I'm like really excited for the two new bays, especially Chris. God damn it, Christ Satan.
Yeah, good
um,
job, Brisky. Good effort.
hey, it's not my fault.
It is your fault. You're the one who's speaking. All right.
Oh God. But anyway, yeah, I'm really excited for the two new releases and the God Ship and the new BEYLOGGER. I'm not sure about that, but we also have a picture of Blade Ragnarok here, and I love the color
Mhm.
theme. It looked like it would be like WBO's Beyblade because it, orange and blue.
Well, you are a Ragnarok fangirl, I should say. You based your channel off it when you started Burst, right?
Yeah, and I like the driver. It looks really cool, and the deck is amazing. I wonder if all of the Beyblades will have like decks with metal and plastic as well. All of them, possibly. So
Maybe,
that looks
maybe.
really
I'm
cool.
I'm very excited to see what they do with the new Excalibur. We have no known images or knowledge on the new Excalibur, but from my knowledge, I think they're going to show us a sneak peek of the next generation of Burst through the
Yeah,
Excalibur Beyblades, because the first Excalibur showed two different layers showing maybe the dual layer system, and then the Xeno Excalibur showed three layers showing the triple layer system. But then again, I could be wrong. That's just kind of how I see it. But I'm
oh,
excited to see what they do.
yeah. And not only that, it looks like God Bucky is not the one with the motion, but later Ragnarok actually had one here. It looks like
True.
the
That's
blue
right.
part retreat back. So that is interesting actually. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be really fun. And is there anything else we should talk about or no?
I think that there's a black bay launcher coming out. Um,
Yes, of course. Let me find that right now.
we don't have any images for it, but I've heard that the bay launcher may
Yeah.
be black, which is really interesting because me, personally, you guys can tell basically from my channel banner and avatar, you can tell that I really like black Beyblades, and I like that stuff because it just looks cool, looks professional, and I'm excited to see if they actually release a black Bay launcher.
We do have a picture of the black bay launcher. Looks really cool.
Oh, we do? We actually do?
Yeah,
Oh,
right
damn.
here.
Damn, I was wrong. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Brisky here to
yeah. So
save the
don't worry about
day.
it. But yeah, it looks really cool, and it's gonna be coming out this month. So we have a bunch of stuff coming out, and the three new bays they're coming out in like less than a week, I believe.
Like
So
4 days. They come out the 18th, so that's
yeah,
very, very soon. So Takara Tomy, like, geez, they are just one-upping everything that they do.
yeah, exactly. And before we do that, Mike, can you continue the conversation? Because I'm gonna add some people.
Of
So
course, of course. I think
yeah,
if
yeah,
there's
yeah.
two people that we definitely should add, it would be How Wait One Con and then Blader Zio, two guys that are very popular that are in the chat right now. So shout out to those guys.
Yeah, just give me a second. Yep. Okay, so
So guys, tell me down in the chat below because I'm looking directly at it. What do you guys think of the new God Valkyrie and its metal flat driver? Like that's very interesting to see.
yeah, very true. And I'm gonna add more people. So
Well, you have to be careful when you're adding so many people because adding so many people to the call will result in a lot of
yeah, no, I'm not gonna add a lot of people
misconceptions,
though.
I should say.
But
Oh yeah, let's just add the whole chat. Why not? Let's do it.
right, I'm gonna add one more. So give me a second.
V2KX. I definitely agree with that. He said, I think God Valkyrie is a Big Bang Pegasus remake. Probably a better Big Bang Pegasus remake because Big Bang Pegasus had a semi flat instead of a metal flat. Now, the reason why Big Bang Pegasus had a semi-flat was to show that once it hit its like final drive mode, to show its like speed increase to make you think that it's so fast. Hey, can you
Yeah,
add
afraid so.
Zio to the chat? He asked.
Oh yeah, definitely. I am. And I'm gonna follow back a few people who followed me. So just give me a second. Okay, wait. I'm gonna add him now. Wait, so
Now, I'm just excited to see if X3 will be made of more metal because that
yeah.
that would
Oh,
be
okay.
a
So
pretty
we got
surprising
somebody
thing.
here.
Oh, who
Hey,
else?
I'm about.
Oh, hey Volt.
Right. Don't worry about it. You don't have to talk if you feel shy. So I totally understand.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna continue adding people. Jayo, you can get in. If you want, it's totally up to you guys. So
So if you guys haven't seen, go to my channel and go to my liked videos. There's this my newest liked video is the new issue of the latest April Koro comic, and it showed um the manga of how Volt gets his new God Valkyrie. I don't really want to spoil that for you guys because it gave me a lot of hype. Because I remember back then in like the Metal Fight days, I would watch the manga and I would read it and I would get so much hype and I would watch the anime and I'd watch the AMVs and stuff. So I want you guys to see that and experience the hype for yourselves because I'm sure you will feel a lot of hype.
yeah, definitely. And I think that's awesome. And not only that, I've been catching up on the episodes, and I think that's pretty amazing. And yeah, I mean, the episodes are getting me hyped, and it's really cool. So yeah,
Spidey Boss. He said that face bolts are bad. They break a lot, so you can't customize your base. Um, I think the only reason why face bolts will break is if you tighten them enough.
that's true.
These face
Yeah,
bolts don't tighten to the driver; they only go to the layer. So what that means is they won't break anything. So I think you're gonna be fine. From my experiences from Metal Fight, I only did them finger tight so they wouldn't snap or break. Now, if you do that to your Metal Fight, I'm sure they'll still last because I have 3 full cases of Hasbro and Takaratomi Metal Fight Beyblades that are from like 2010 that haven't broke yet. So I think my method works.
that's true.
Well,
Yeah.
if I may speak on the matter,
It's Io.
Hey, what's
hey,
up?
yeah, for my past experiences, it's actually the zero G metal fight face bolts that actually break on me. Not
Definitely.
necessarily the regular ones, but it's
Mm,
the zero G, mainly because of the heaviness in there.
true, true.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
I'm okay.
Awesome.
Yay!
Hey,
So
Zio,
you guys were,
I want to ask your
yeah.
opinion on what you think of like the new God Valkyrie and stuff.
Well, again, I kind of just got here and stuff, and you were talking about how the tip has metal on the bottom. Does it have rubber
No,
outside it?
it's just a
Yeah.
like it has its like spike flat and it has no curves to it. It's just like this like star-shaped tip that's spiked. It's plastic. And then once the I think you can like switch it like trans and it just has a smaller metal flat to it. Almost like
Oh,
Dragoon
inside?
G.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think that's once
So they got
again to emphasize how fast it's supposed to get once you take it out of that mode. But it's not going to be like, you know, FD where like after a certain amount of hits or spin loss, it's going to like change.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I think it's incredibly amazing how like they're having like more changes for all of them, just making everything like complicated. And not only that, they could have told me to releasing so many bays. And like, I don't have money. No, but they're releasing so many
Yeah.
things at the same time. It's crazy.
Well, I think that's a pretty good thing because they're trying to like they're showing that they're back. Beyblade's back again, and it's hard for me to believe that Burst has been 2 years old now. It's about 3
Oh,
weeks from being 2 years
well,
old.
I'm still kind of trying to get the
Right.
hold of the concept of having a metal face or just a metal tip for attack types. Because generally that's
so
more of like
true.
Drigger or for competition type
Of
uses.
course, yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
Screwdriver have that in Metal Fight?
True. Screw Lyra did have that. But unlike Screw Lyra, this Beyblade's made of a lot more plastic. So
True.
maybe its lack of friction will cause less breakages.
Hopefully.
Wait, if lack
But-
of friction causes less breakages, then wouldn't
Yeah.
that make the reboot driver less competitive? I mean,
It could,
less in
yes.
terms of competitive use in battle. Wouldn't it
Yeah.
be like that?
I think you do have a point there, but like trans, I have a trans here. I'm actually holding it on my Dronzer S. I'm looking at trans right now, and it's actually very good on
sorry.
Victory Valkyrie because if you leave it in its flat state, it's very good on Victory Valkyrie Gravity Trans. So what I'm thinking is with the new God Valkyrie's reboot driver, you can keep it in its flat state, and the Beyblade will probably be good. I don't know which mode will be best for God Valkyrie's layer or driver, but I know that I'm just hyped for a new release, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
Can you
you.
guys talk about the price?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea right there.
What do you mean prize?
I mean, not like price. I mean, like price. Like how much would it cost?
This is like a booster, so probably somewhere around $20, $25. But if you're on Amazon, which new releases usually tend to be around 40 to starters. I know Lost Longinus was 45 when I bought it, which kind of sucks. But now I know like V2 when I bought mine was around $40, and
Oh,
now
yeah.
if you go on Amazon, it's 15, which is very interesting. So definitely prices will go down. I think you should just wait about a month or two.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But being a
Like Lost
Baytuber,
Longinus is
yeah,
$15 there.
Lot long in it's like $16 on eBay, sold by
Mhm.
PowerPig, so it's not very expensive.
But being a Baytuber myself, I'm sure Zio and Brisky can definitely understand me when I say this. If you get new releases, you get more content, which gains more following, and you
Yeah, of course.
basically get more respect because you got something first.
Yeah, but then again, it's never easy to like try to get everything at once.
True.
But you should never feel forced to buy things if you can't. Just take your time, even though you may not be the first one. At least you're making a video about it, and
True.
yeah. So
Well, also, the first people who usually get things don't really know if there's breakages. So that's a plus too from not getting stuff at first, is because V2, I know a lot of people, like the first day that they had it, they broke it. Like 1234 Beyblade did, he broke his V2, I think, in like the first couple of videos he made.
Kimbo
And that's
broke
why I
his
kind of
Beyblade
don't play with mine
first
very
battle.
much.
Well, yeah, but if you have the reinforced one, I actually have the reinforced one. It doesn't break as easy because there's actually reinforced plastic on it, which is very nice. Takara told me.
Though I was talking to some people in the WBO on the line chat and everything, and some were saying that the Victory Valkyrie, even the reinforced ones, do tend to break if you push it to their limits. I'm not sure if that's true. I have never had a Victory Valkyrie broke on me. No.
Well, usually sometimes it's people who launch them too hard, and
Mhm.
especially the driver. If you wear out too much, oh yeah, that could be a problem. But then, yeah, you all need to be careful with your layers, especially if you're like twisting the layer too much. You're gonna wear out the teeth, and that's also another problem. You would need to buy more layers, and that also
Mhm.
causes more problems.
Yeah.
Well, you could simply just not use your bays as much, or at least take better
Exactly.
care of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
if you
like,
really need to
oh,
use a Beyblade in general, just use a Hasbro one. They're not going to break on you and stuff.
exactly my point.
But then isn't the Hasbro Victory Valkyrie layer mold 1 because the wings? When I looked at the Hasbro Victory Valkyrie.
Well, it may be, but it's also different plastic too in general. It's stronger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
So, one
softer
thing
plastic will help it not to break, but it will sustain more scratches and more dents. The
Yeah.
white, you might see like a light pink form on your clear parts, and that's because it's taken a hit and it can't push it out. I remember a YouTube video that's Pour Some Sugar on Me made, where he said that when a Beyblade gets hit by another Beyblade, some metal gets pushed in and other metal gets pushed out. So in the terms of the plastic, the plastic gets pushed in, but nothing comes
Yeah.
out. So it gets stressed, and when the plastic gets stressed, it tends to turn white or pinkish white because it's getting stressed out, which means that it just took a heavy hit. If you see stress marks on your Takaratomi Beyblades, that's because they're either broken or you're starting to use them too much. I use my bays, but I use them very lightly, which sustains damage, or very little damage, which indeed allows my bays not to break.
And if you're not going to tournaments,
Yeah.
you can actually use the covers on the Takara Tomy ones, the clear parts, and you can actually take them apart and put them on the Hasbro if you don't like the colors.
True, exactly.
But it is illegal as of right now in tournaments.
Hmm.
Now, one thing they have been talking about is allowing in Takara Tomy, just Takara Tomy in general, you can switch out the colors between layers. They have been talking about that, legalizing it.
Well, yeah, because it wouldn't really mess with their performance. Like, let's say you buy a Valkyrie Wing Excel, you buy the B08 Start Dash set, and then your old B01 breaks,
Yeah.
or the clear part snaps. You
Yeah.
can switch it out, and it won't affect your performance because nothing's wrong. Now, let's say you use heavier screws, or you tighten the screws too much and your bay breaks and you have to glue it, then that's rigging it and cheating. But if you just switch out the clear part or the bottom part, there's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I see no problem with it. But anyways, back to the new blades. We kind of got off topic there.
Yeah, true.
That's very true.
I wonder how Hasbro's gonna make God Valkyrie and Cray Satan and Blaze Ragnarok.
Well, let's hope that they don't pull a Metal Fury again and give us Beyblades that don't change modes, and they give us variable drivers instead of the reboot driver.
Well, I think the main problem with that one is that Hasbro did release them with the mode changes and everything. It's just they only released it in they're recolors, but they released it in a short time, and it didn't give a lot of people to get their hands on it.
Mhm.
And afterwards, they re-released the ones that did not have the modes. So
I tried getting some. They were so expensive.
I think the reason they didn't do the modes on some of them is to make it more of a competitive play and more fair, because that was a big problem that I have with Metal Fight, is that they jumped the gun with the weight and everything.
Well, yeah, another thing that has to do with the mode changes is that some of them were very hard to grab because they would hurt. Now, Hasbro removed the rev-up launchers because they were too strong, and kids, had complaints of getting hurt. But here's my point to all of this. If you get hurt because of your Beyblades, there is a warning on it that says ages 7 or ages 8 and up. And if you buy that and you're under that age, or if your parents buy that, that's completely your fault. So, removing those products because people get hurt without reading those age restrictions is their fault. Now, regardless, kids are going to play with these. But will they cut you open deep enough that you need stitches? No. Will you get a bruise or two? You might.
Oh my god.
If you're being an idiot and you like stick your head into the stadium, go to the hospital. Like, I don't care. But like, getting those like products removed is such an unfair like thing, just because you can't take a Beyblade to the face. Like, I've taken a Beyblade to the groin, and I'm like, you know what? I'll pick up a launcher. I'll launch the bays again. Like, it's all good. So that's kind of my point on it.
Only blade I remember getting cut or even semi-cut is the Einstein MS after it was dented.
Oh,
God, what?
yeah, that Beyblade's a freaking demon. Oh my gosh.
That's yeah.
Well, after this, like after the God series of Beyblades, what do you guys think they're gonna do?
That's the thing I kind of have a hard time on, is that they jumped from, the normal Beyblades, and then now they have the God series. It's like, wait a minute, this title should be more of the end of the series of Beyblade Burst than the second wave.
Hey, Brisky, can you add How Wait One Con to the chat?
Who?
How Wait One Con?
Oh yeah, sure. Give me a second.
Because he more than anybody knows about breakages, I think, because he plays with the plastic gen more, and that's another reason why I got into his channel, is because he has a lot of the plastic gen Beyblades. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I love plastic gen. I grew up with that. They're beautiful.
I wish I could have gotten into them, but I am only 16, and I got into Beyblades when I was 10. Yeah, 10, which was back in 2010, which was a long time ago. 7 years now. Like,
starting your Beyblade journey is like starting your Pokemon journey at 10.
Started with Metal Saga, like Metal Fusion at first.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a long journey.
But what I'm thinking they're gonna do after this is, because they seem to they're trying to emulate the plastic gen. Like, there's the layer looks like the attack ring, the disc, weight disc, and the driver is like the running core or the blade base. Really, really interesting is that they might make HMS Beyblades after the God series, because the first Beyblades were almost like the very first like Dragoon grip attacker, you could say, is like Valkyrie Wing Excel. What else? V2 is like Dragoon Storm or Dragoon V or V2.
What happened to Ultimate Dragoon, the very first Beyblade?
Hey man, I don't know. Why don't you ask Takara Tomy, Like, that's not my fault, that's their fault. And then like God Valkyrie is like Dragoon GT or Dragoon G. So, yeah. And then they might make like Valkyrie or Ultimate Valkyrie, because like I think God is a pretty strong name for a Beyblade, but like if you throw in like Ultimate, that kind of makes it seem like it's a little bit stronger than God, just in my opinion. Like, I don't know. Because like Dragoon, or what?
I just really hope that in the next few releases of Beyblade, they really take it seriously. Because lately, throughout the Metal Fight, they weren't taking it seriously in Metal Fusion, Metal Masters. Then they took it seriously in Metal Fury a bit, and then they kind of went back down with Zero G. And I'm waiting for that peak when they start making these wicked, cool designs in Beyblades that just stick out in sizes and everything. Because lately, it's all been the same size around there.
All right. How Wait One Con. First off, I want to say, hey man, what's up? But what are your thoughts on that?
Peace, guys. Well, that's, I don't know. I think the new things are pretty cool. Talking about breakage or about my general opinion about the new things?
Oh my God.
Your general opinion about like the new God Beyblades, the new God chip, the dual, I guess, like the mode change layer, the dual disc where they come apart, and then the new drivers.
So first of all, I'm really happy they're going with more parts, because more parts is also more customization. We had this with the V2 series in plastic gen, with the support parts, for example, and I think that was the most valuable stuff, because you bought Beyblades and you could do so much with them. And I think the disc, the new discs add so much customization, and also the metal bit chips. And I like the new designs. I also like the new Valkyrie, God Valkyrie, because it had still this prototype Valkyrie design to it, but it's also new and fresh, and that's cool.
Good to hear.
Yes.
Good to hear.
But,
I
hey
agree.
guys, Beyblade Burst God trailer is the God trailer for the anime is on the WBO now.
Oh, could you link it in the chat?
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't know, I'm too lazy to, like, type in WBO on Google and swipe my thumbs a couple of times. Yeah. Nice.
Fun. I don't think I'm able to post a link in the live chat, but I posted it on the Hangouts one.
Yeah, I'm gonna screen share for a second. So give me a second.
Oh wait, how about we all just watch it on Brisky's screen, because she will screen share it. So
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
sounds good.
curse
Sounds
my
very
internet.
Oh
Do you think they'll come out with a real rubbery tip?
I don't
Alright,
even
so
know.
guys, you have it here.
All right, you ready?
The hype is real. I boarded the hype train. Let's go. Let's
Um,
go.
Let me know if you guys can hear. So, wait, loading.
Brisky, it's so slow.
You're slower
Oh,
than a
yeah.
snail. Sorry.
Ouch, fire right here.
It is
My
so
internet.
quiet. The video is struggling.
What the heck? It got Valkyrie actually smaller than it is. It looks small.
No, his hands are probably just really big, because Volt's like really tiny. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. My internet
Literally.
sucks.
Well, I don't know. I guess
That's
the hype
pretty
is
tiny.
pretty real. Well, maybe they would make it
Wait,
smaller.
is there a girl Blader?
Yeah, that's a girl. Yeah.
Coming to
I
you
told-
I know it
April
is,
3rd,
but
Beyblade
like-
Burst God. Coming to you April 3rd.
Once again, I get
God,
stuck. Oh god.
Oh, maybe it also might be for the best. I mean, have you thought in of
I
copyright
need to
problems?
upgrade my internet.
True. Zayo's got a point there. You know, like, if the Beyblade was so big, it might get caught on Beyblades that have, like, more contact points, like Excalibur, and it could tear the Beyblade to pieces. So,
That's if it
Okay,
doesn't burst
Valkyrie looked
itself,
pretty
though.
cool from the other.
We're finding out that right now that really aggressive layers are just bursting left and right, and it's kind of disappointing. But
well, when my
Okay, so
Dragoon
that's-
comes in, because I have to make a video on that. Like, I'll try to do some testing with it, because those 4
it's in
contact
left spin,
points.
though.
Huh?
It's in left spin though, so that has that to cushion it.
You're right.
Oh, the video file. Oh shit.
Right, so that was actually really cool. Here,
Well, aside from your shitty internet.
right there.
Oh,
can barely see.
My internet. Okay, yeah, my internet sucks. So what?
Well, it does look cool, because right here on the paused image, you can see the wheels in action, which I guess we haven't seen before, because the only Beyblade with a wheel driver is Inferno Ifrit.
So I'm guessing
So-
that it basically increases the speed
No.
of
I'm just gonna ask this question again. I want to confirm this: is this Christ Satan or is it actually Spriggan?
It's Christ
Satan.
Satan.
yeah,
So
Spriggan.
I
may
actually
have a
pre-ordered the 3 that are coming out in March, so that's gonna be Christ
Yeah.
Satan. Then?
Yep.
So that's the beast
Oh,
of Chris Satan apparently. So it's some kind of like what beast apparently. So
Yeah, it's not
It's
it's
the
not
apple dragon.
Satan like the actual like demon. It's like Satan. It's a different beast, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, there's yeah.
Because Satan
So
is Satan and Satan is
not only that,
Satin.
what do you think Valkyrie is? I mean Vault. Is he in a
Oh,
different place now?
he looked
Vaulting
yeah,
Italy.
he got on an airplane and traveled
Yeah.
somewhere. I think this is Rome. And that
And
guy
who
who's
is this?
spying on
Oh,
him,
wait.
he was so basically what the manga showed is that Volts battled that one guy with Christ Satan broke V2, and then that old guy that's right there basically took Volt's Beyblade, put it in the machine, and basically repaired it and made it into God Valkyrie. God Valkyrie battled Christ Satan and beat Christ Satan.
Yeah. And who is it new? Oh wait, who did Blade again?
He owns the new Fenrir.
so what happened with Spriggan?
Maybe.
Spriggan broke.
Spriggan
Oh,
died.
okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Spriggan got torn in
yeah.
two in episode 49 that I just watched. It's on GoGo Anime, I think, or it's on Hot Anime right now. Beyblade Burst episode 49.
Well, that's actually kind of interesting that they're breaking up the team right now. How, before the generations, you would all have the same team with their blades, with the new ones and everything.
Mhm.
With this one, they're actually splitting it now.
Kind of
That's very
interesting.
cool. I like it.
So we got new characters, including this blonde haired guy
He has green hair, Brisky.
right behind,
Green.
and the girl, I don't know, and then well, yeah, there's no one else up now, but we got
Little for once. Or
Mhm.
wait a second, wait, we had three. This might be quite data, and this is
Blaze
this is not the
Rocker.
same beat though.
Mhm.
That's another one.
That's Ragnarok.
Yeah, Ragnarok, and then we got Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Oh, he's using the new logger. If you go back, you can see him use. Yeah, right there. He's using the new logger. Well,
Oh,
it's
nice.
typical because every new release of like a launcher that's like the main release at the beginning of a series, the main character uses. Like Jenga used the main grip, like the one that most bladers use now, and then there was the 3-segment grip, and then there was the 0G grip, which tanked.
Yeah, they always have to be in the anime. Like in the Plastic Gen, when they had to use these awkward spin control things.
Oh
This
my
epic
gosh.
battle, Uriel against Dragoon V2, but it was Dragoon V2 RC.
I do remember seeing something like that on like eBay and stuff like
So
that.
bulky
So
and,
it's really interesting though. So I'm pretty excited to see how they're gonna take it. Hopefully Hasbro, like they can make those mode changes, and hopefully that they, keep the Beyblades looking nice. Like the the foggy plastic, isn't really that appealing, and the color changes really piss me off. But
Yeah.
they're a great substitute if you guys don't want to use your normal Beyblades. But I think we covered mostly all the news.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's pretty much about it. Brisky, do you think that's it?
Yes, I believe so. We got the entry tag covered, we got the new BEYLOGGER covered, we got the 3 new bays covered, including Christ Jaden. We got the God ship covered as well, and the new Bay launcher, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean, if there's
And we
anything
covered
else, let me know.
PD. So I think that's
Yeah.
about it, guys. I think we're gonna end the live stream right now. So with that being said,
Yeah.
guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
See you later.
Hi guys, thank you for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed, and we're gonna be doing more live streams in the near future. So if any of you guys in the live stream right now, if you're interested, please let me know if you want to join the next live stream, so I don't have to like wait to add people. So
I would love it.
awesome.
same.
Alright, guys. So guys, you can say anything you want before we end. So
Bye, people.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye
Bye,
guys.
Bye.
Bye.